Good morning, dear student friends. Yesterday we have already discussed about the Mendelian laws. In that, we have already studied about the laws of dominance and law of segregation. And in law of dominance, the heterozygous genes which are present or which are represents the character. In that, dominant gene is expressive in nature in presence of recessive gene. The recessive gene is undergoing suppressive in presence of dominant gene. Hence, dominant gene is expressive in nature in first filial generation, even though in the second filial generation also. This is what explained by G.J. Mendel. And another law explained by G.J. Mendel, that is a law of segregation. In this, whenever crossing involving between the two parents having a single pair of contrasting characters, they are separate at the time of gamete formation. So in that also, the tall and dwarf two plants which are undergo to crossing, they yield again tall plant, so which shows the law of dominance. In that time, the capital T comes from the purely tall plant and small t come to from the dwarf plant. They are brought together in a hybrid and they are separate or segregate at the time of gamete formation, means they are get separated at the time of gamete formation. One is capital T and another one is the small t. In F2 generation, which yields, there are 4 plants. In out of these 4 plants, 3 plants are tall and 1 plant is a dwarf, which shows the phenotypic ratio, that is at 3:1. In out of 3 tall plants, 1 is homozygous tall and 2 are heterozygous tall, and another one is a dwarf plant, which shows 3:1 ratio, and their genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. 1 means that is a purely or homozygous tall and 2 means heterozygous tall and another 1 means a dwarf plant. So these all things we discussed in yesterday class. Today we are going to another law, which is law of independent assortment. Let us study about the law of independent assortment. See, Mendel's law of independent assortment states that genes do not influence each other with regard to the sorting of the alleles. They are momenting of the alleles. Sorting means it is a momenting of alleles. For every gene is equally likely to occur. They are equally to likely occurred at the time of when the sorting of these alleles. They are not influenced by any kind of genes. So which is also states another statement for this law of independent assortment. Whenever crossing involving between the two parents having 2 or more pairs of contrasting characters brought together in a hybrid, they are independently assort or distributed during gamete formation. At the time of gamete formation, they are independently distributed or independently assorted. What is called as the law of independent assortment. For the law of independent assortment, there is one example, that is a dihybrid cross. So I think you know what is a dihybrid cross. Dihybrid cross is nothing but a crossing between the two parents having a 2 pair of contrasting characters. They yield a hybrid. That hybrid is called as a dihybrid. The cross is called as a dihybrid cross. Right? Then illustration of this dihybrid cross are Mendel's law of independent assortment. See, the dihybrid cross, a cross between two true breeding parents that express different traits of 2 characteristics. There are the 2 parents having 2 pair of contrasting characters. Each pair means each plant which are having 2 pair of contrasting characters. consider a characteristics of seed color and seed shape. So we well known about the Mendelian's 7 pair of contrasting characters, in that length of the plant, or rather the height of the plant, position of the flower, color of the seed, and shape of the seed, color of the pod, and shape of the pod. So these 7 pair of contrasting characters, in out of these 7 pair of contrasting characters, he took, there are the 2 pair of contrasting characters like a seed color, and another one is the seed shape of the pea for 2 pea plants. One that has round yellow seeds, which represents their genotypes like capital RR and capital YY. What I am telling here, round yellow, round means capital RR and yellow means capital YY, and another that has a wrinkled green seeds, so which are carries the genotypes like a small RR and small YY. Because each parent is homozygous, I am telling here, each parent is homozygous, the law of segregation indicates that gametes for the round yellow plant are all capital R, capital Y, and gametes for the wrinkled green plant all are small r y. It means at the time of monohybrid cross, TT, capital TT is crossed with the small tt. During that time, the common gamete is capital T and another one is the small t. But here there are the 2 pair of contrasting characters, you know. So each gamete is consist of 2 characters like R and Y, which represents the round with yellow seed it is. And another one is a small r, small y, it represents the wrinkle with green seed. These are the 2 gametes which are occurred at the time of gamete formation. They are segregated and separated from the parental plant, right? Then yellow plant are all are capital R, capital Y, and gametes for the wrinkled green plant all are small r and y. Therefore, the F1 generation of offsprings all are every the offsprings which are originated or which are obtained during the time of F1 generation, you know, all of them are heterozygous round with yellow seed. Heterozygous, I am telling here. So those heterozygous, it refers to what? That is a capital R, small r. It represents, again it is a round. Capital Y and a small y, again it is a represent as a yellow, round with yellow here. But here there are the heterozygous condition, capital R and small r, in that as per the law of dominance, capital R is expressive in nature, and capital Y and capital small y, in that capital Y is expressive in nature. Hence, the characteristic of this capital R, small r, capital Y, small y is round with the yellow seed. Thus, there are 4 equally likely gametes that can be formed when the capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, it is, I am sorry, it is a small r, it is mistaken, small y heterozygote is self-crossed as follows here, as follows, like there are the 4 gametes are formed, like one is capital R, capital Y, small r, capital Y, capital R, small y, and another one is the small r, small y. These are the 4 gametes which are formed from the self cross of capital R, small r, and capital Y, small y, right? The next see, arranging these gametes along the top and left of a 4 into 4 Punnett square. So in the corner I mentioned that is the 4 into 4 the Punnett square here. There are the which gives 4 into 4, it gives the total number of genotypic combinations are 16 equally likely genotypic combinations are occurred. From these genotypes we find the phenotypic ratio of 9. It refers to there are the number of obtained phenotypes or obtained characteristics from this Punnett square. Those 9 are round with yellow seed, and 3 are round with green seed, and again 3 are wrinkled with yellow seed, and 1 is wrinkled with green seed. In out of 16, 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1 here. They are mentioned 9. It refers to what? It is the round with yellow, and another one is the green, round with green, and the next one is the wrinkle with yellow, and one more is the wrinkle with green. Out of 16, 9 of them are round yellow, 3 are round with green, and 3 are wrinkled yellow, and 1 is a wrinkled green. These are total numbers are 16. These are the offspring ratio we would expect, assuming we performed the crosses with large enough sample size. But the genotypic ratio of this cross is, in that, see here, the capital Y and capital R, capital Y, which is crossed with again capital R, capital Y. It is mentioned as a capital Y and capital R, no problem. In that also you can see in the capital YY, capital R, it refers to what? It is the round with yellow, and again with a round with yellow. Those which are round with yellow, they are mentioned as a yellow color. And the next one is green with round, they are yes, green with round, they are mentioned as a green. Yellow with wrinkled, the seeds are, they are not smooth, their surface, they are wrinkled. And last one is at the corner you get the green with the wrinkled as such. Means out of these there are the number of yellows are 12 and green are 4. In out of these 4 greens, in that one is a green, the 3 of them are green round, and one is a green wrinkled. In out of these 12 numbers of yellow, in that yellow round are 9 and yellow wrinkled are 3 here, right? So capital R, capital Y, these are the dominant character, which is only one phenotype, only one genotype which is there in the 16 out of 16, that is it referred as a 1. And capital R, small r, and capital Y, capital I, there are the two species, those are mentioned as a is to 2. Next, the same like 2 and 4, 1 is to 2, 2, 1 is to 2, and last one is the is to 1. The genotypic ratio of this dihybrid cross is 1 is to 2 is to 2 is to 4 is to 1 is to 2 is to 1 is to 2 is to 1. The phenotypic ratio is 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. This is what the dihybrid cross of the Mendelian hereditary. And here, this is very important for the examination point of view. In examination, not only questions are occurred as a theoretical part, even though some of the questions they are occurred in the form of problems. So for clearing of problems by means of either it is a monohybrid or dihybrid or a trihybrid cross also. How we took the trihybrid cross, each gamete carries the 3 different characters, 3 different genes. So they are mentioned as a see, in the monohybrid cross only single character, that is A and small a, small a, small a, and another one is the small a, which shows the phenotypic ratio is a 3:1. And in the dihybrid cross they are mentioned different. Here there are the 2 different characters, means 2 pair of contrasting characters, hence there are the 2 characters are occurred in gamete. But in trihybrid cross there are the 3 different characters are occurred in a single gamete, that is A, B, D. You can mention A, B, C also, A, B, D is also, P, Q, R also, you can take anything here. But in examination point of view, these things are very important. There is a trihybrid cross, oftenly they are asked for a 10 mark question, even though 5 mark questions also. So one question is compulsory for the problematic part. That is a ABD, capital ABD is crossed with the capital ABD. There are the offsprings. How many numbers of offsprings are occurred here? So here there are the only 4, and here there are the 60 numbers of offsprings are occurred. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into 8, 64 numbers of offsprings are occurred here. 64 numbers of offsprings. In that, the phenotypic ratio of a trihybrid cross is 27 into 9 is to 9 is to 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1 here. That is a 27 is to 9 is to 9 is to 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. These are the phenotypic ratio of what? Trihybrid cross. Remember, the trihybrid cross is also an important point for the examination point of view. So this complete your Mendelian's laws. There are the 3 laws we are already studied. One is law of dominance, law of segregation, and another one is the law of independent assortment. Thank you.